With just 50 bucks to spend, here's what music headphones I picked. Anker Soundcore Live Q20. The Anker Soundcore Live Q20 is one of those products that makes you question why you'd ever need to spend more. In my experience, they are incredibly comfortable for long listening sessions, and the battery life is no joke. I've used them for entire travel days without needing a charge. The sound is definitely bass forward. It gives a satisfying thump and rumble to hip-hop and EDM tracks, making my commute playlist come alive. However, I did notice that the powerful low end can sometimes muddy the details in more acoustic or vocal-centric music. The noise cancellation does a decent job of tuning out office chatter, but it struggles to eliminate the deep rumble of a bus or plane engine. While the build feels a bit plasticky, it's a fair trade-off at this price. For anyone who prioritizes battery life and comfort for bass-heavy genres, these are the perfect no-fuss travel and commute companion. Earphone Wave Pro. The Earphone Wave Pro honestly surprised me with a feature set that feels like it belongs on headphones at triple the price. Having LDAC support and Bluetooth multi-point at this budget is a game changer. I loved seamlessly switching between a podcast on my laptop and a call on my phone. The battery life is just as impressive as advertised. I left them running overnight and they were still going. While the noise cancellation effectively muted the low drone of an air conditioner, it did let in higher pitched sounds and the soundstage felt a bit confined out of the box. However, the companion app lets you tweak the EQ, which helped me get a sound I really enjoyed. These are for the budget-conscious user who loves having advanced features and the ability to customize their audio experience. Between these two, I'd personally pick the Earphone Wave Pro because its LDAC support and customizable EQ offer more flexibility for a better listening experience. If I had $150 to spend, this would be my top music headphones choices. Sony WH-CH720N. This is the pair you grab when you value comfort and battery life above all else. When I first put the WH-CH720N on, I was shocked at how light they are. At just 192 grams, I wore them for an entire workday and almost forgot they were there. The sound right out of the box is classic Sony, a warm bass heavy profile that gives a nice punch to electronic and hip-hop tracks. Though I did notice it can make some vocals and instruments feel a bit cluttered. The noise cancellation is decent for the price. It effectively dampens the drone of an air conditioner but struggles to completely block out deeper rumbles like a city bus. My main gripe is the build. While it feels sturdy enough, it's very plasticky and doesn't fold down. Plus, Sony doesn't include a case, which makes them awkward to travel with. For someone who needs a super comfortable, long-lasting set of headphones for home or office use and doesn't mind a bass-forward sound, these are a fantastic deal. Anker Soundcore Space Q45. The Anker Soundcore Space Q45 immediately feels like a more premium package, and for me it redefines what to expect at this price point. The build quality is impressive, and unlike the Sony pair, these fold up neatly into a hard case, which I found perfect for tossing in my backpack. The noise cancellation is where these really shine. It's adaptive and genuinely impressive, silencing most of my daily commute noise way better than I expected. The sound is more balanced and detailed than the Sony's, especially in the mids, but I found the treble could be a bit sharp and hissy on certain tracks with lots of cymbals. Though a quick tweak in the app's EQ mostly fixed that for me. With features like multi-device pairing and support for the high-quality LDAC codec, these headphones feel like they punch well above their weight. These are for the traveler or commuter who wants excellent noise cancellation and a complete portable package without spending a fortune. If I had to spend my own $150, I would buy the Anker Soundcore Space Q45 because its superior noise cancellation, foldable design with a case, and support for the LDAC codec offer a more complete and versatile package for the money. If I only had $300 to spend, these are the music headphones I'd buy. Cambridge Audio Melomania P100. These headphones from Cambridge Audio are a huge surprise, especially when you consider they're going up against giants like Sony and Sennheiser. In my experience, the first thing that blows you away is the battery life. I'm talking up to 100 hours with ANC off, which is just insane. I use them for days without even thinking about charging. The sound is incredibly natural and balanced, which I really appreciate for genres like jazz, acoustic, and even rock. Vocals and instruments are clear and present without any artificial booming bass or harsh highs. They are also extremely comfortable for long listening sessions because the ear cups are soft and don't create much heat or pressure. However, the comfort comes at a cost. They sit a bit loose, so I wouldn't recommend them for the gym or any intense activity. Also, if you're a fan of hip-hop or electronic music that relies on a hard-hitting aggressive bass, you might find the P100 a little too polite. For anyone who prioritizes a natural detailed sound in marathon-like battery life for travel or long work days, these are an outstanding choice. Sennheiser Momentum 4 Wireless. The Sennheiser Momentum 4 Wireless headphones are what I'd call a reliable workhorse with a premium feel. Right out of the box, you get a classic Sennheiser tuning, which means vocals and instruments sound incredibly clear and natural. Listening to tracks like Simon and Garfunkel, the voices are just so present and rich. While there's a bit of extra punch in the bass, it doesn't overwhelm the mix, and if it's too much for you, the app's EQ is great for dialing it back. The battery life is a massive plus, clocking it at around 60 hours, which is competitive with the best out there. The noise cancellation is also very effective, easily blocking out the drone of a daily commute. My only real gripe is that the audio delivery, especially the bass, can be inconsistent if you don't get a perfect seal, something I noticed can happen if you wear glasses. But for someone who wants a versatile, comfortable headphone with fantastic battery life and a sound signature that excels with vocal-centric music, the Momentum 4 is a very safe and impressive bet. If I had to spend my own $300, I would buy the Sennheiser Momentum 4 wireless because its superior active noise cancellation and more secure fit make it a better all-rounder for daily commutes and travel, despite the B100's incredible battery life. With just $400 to spend, here's what music headphones I'd pick. Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones. Honestly, these headphones completely reset my expectations for comfort and quiet. The moment I put them on, I felt like the world went on mute. The noise cancellation is just that good. It's almost eerie. I've worn these on long-haul flights and for entire work days, and I almost forget they're there. They are incredibly lightweight and the ear cups feel like pillows. The sound is rich and balanced, making them fantastic for pretty much any genre I throw at them. And the immersive audio feature is a cool party trick for a more spacious feel. My only real gripe is the battery life. At 24 hours, it's perfectly fine, but it does lag behind the competition. But for me, that's a small trade-off. These are for the person who values peace and comfort above all else. If you're a frequent traveler or just need a silent, chaotic environment, then these are your sanctuary. Sony WH-1000XM5. The Sony WH-1000XM5 are the headphones I grabbed when I want a more energetic and feature-packed experience. The first thing I noticed was the sound. It's so much more detailed and precise than previous generations, with a punchy, exciting bass that makes genres like electronic and hip-hop come alive. While the noise cancelling is fantastic, what really sets these apart for me are the smart features. Speak to Chat, which automatically pauses my music when I start talking, is one of those things you don't think you need until you have it. The battery life is also a huge win, easily lasting up to 30 hours, and the quick charge is a lifesaver. On the downside, they don't feel quite as premium or comfortable as the Bose for marathon sessions, and the fact they don't fold down makes them a bit less travel-friendly. These are the perfect headphones for the tech-savvy listener who wants smart controls, class-leading battery life, and a lively, bass-forward sound profile. If I only had $400, I would buy the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra because their unmatched comfort and superior noise cancellation create a listening experience that truly feels like an escape. In a world where money doesn't matter, I'd grab these music headphones. Bowers & Wilkins PX8. The PX8, what happens is when a luxury audio brand decides to make a statement in the wireless space. From the moment you pick them up, the build quality is undeniable. In my experience, the combination of die-cast aluminum and soft leather feels incredibly premium and justifies the high price tag. Sonically, they deliver a very exciting and powerful presentation, with a bass-heavy sound that gives a real thump and rumble to genres like EDM and hip-hop. I did notice, however, that this aggressive low end can sometimes mud the vocals and instruments, and the soundstage doesn't feel as wide or immersive as some competitors. The noise cancelling is decent for blocking out office chatter, but it struggles a bit with the low rumble of a plane or bus engine. The PX8 are for the listener who values a luxurious feel, a dynamic and fun sound signature, and wants a beautifully engineered object as much as a pair of headphones. Focal Baths. The Focal Baths are the headphones for the audiophile who refuses to compromise on sound quality, even when going wireless. The first thing that struck me was the soundstage. It's incredibly big, spacious, and clear, letting dense tracks breathe in a way most Bluetooth headphones just can't manage. In my testing, the detail and fidelity are a clear step up, especially when you use the built-in USB-C DAC mode, which tightens up the delivery even further. While the build is solid with aluminum and leather, they feel a bit more plasticky and less overtly luxurious than the PX8. The noise cancelling is very effective, particularly in the silent mode, which does an excellent job of cutting down ambient noise without altering the music too much. The companion app offers more granular EQ control than the PX8's simple sliders, which I appreciated for fine-tuning. These are for the serious listener who prioritizes audio fidelity and a wide immersive soundstage over everything else. If I had to choose, I would buy the Focal Baths for their superior soundstage and fidelity, especially in DAC mode, which provides a more engaging and audiophile-grade listening experience. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best music headphones for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.